think you can also do that if you snap twice.
I will consider it. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, or it might be 3 times, I'm not sure.
I don't know what he means.
But this is the wrong direction to head to the Lightbringers, I believe. You said it's out by the lake, yes?
Yeah. I guess I was found out. Well, shucks. I wonder what they think.
Well, if they are acting anything like you said they are, it's going to confirm whatever
I am going
they were
to...
cooking up in their own head.
You're not wrong.
Come here. Alright. Need to find swift foals. These are not swift.
There might be a few on the southern island. It's...
Oh, yes. That's probably where I obtained the one that's following now.
Is that deer trying to mate with your horse? It seems very...
I believe he's in rut and trying to attack you, if we're being completely honest. Oh my! There we go.
It was coming right for me. It's self-defense.
Indeed.
And then let's see. I do remember seeing a building on this little... on the north side of this little outcropping. Oxbow. No, not an oxbow. I forget what you call it. No, not here.
I do like the smaller size horse though. It looks better than the giant monster horses. So Xavier's just gonna have to deal with it. Just do shout at me if I accidentally wave your direction. I'm grabbing berries for the horse.
And do you not use a sickle for that?
I do not have one.
Well, then maybe we should get you one.
I have so many things I must carry around. It becomes such a burden.
Yes, this is true, but when you decide you're going to be carrying the world... And of course, another one.
Oh, he is quite vicious. Get him, Shade. Shade, get him!
Maybe he's not content to fight.
What? Shade! There we go.
There we go.
Good boy. Bringer of the Light welcomes you. I feel welcomed.
I haven't seen them once.
Well, let's see. That's just an advertisement. And you said that there was a dagger around here somewhere.
Apparently so.
And where did this information come from?
Orin.
Well, I like that little decoration.
Let's see how...
This is cool in here, though. Like, pretty neat. Ooh, this is... I like this hall format.
If you do come up here, just be careful about what you touch.
Did you find it?
No, but I did find a bowl of soup up here.
Oh, they just have a little thing right there.
Okay.
all sorts of evil things. Everyone's so evil and sorcerous.
Maybe I was wrong.
Did you find anything out here?
No.
Is that a...
What?
just another portal out in the open?
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't work. It's, just for decoration.
Is it like one of the ones at the camps where they just... Poor Sark and his admin brain.
As long as it's not active, I suppose it's not terrible. Now, as for that tavern, I believe it's along this shoreline.
Well, there's some sort of castle up on the cliff over here.
That, I believe, is Kinran's tower.
Oh, very well.
Which we could probably swing by, see if he's in, just say hello.
Sure. Look at the crystals cluster. Oh, there's someone climbing the hill right now. Is it Ronan? Hello.
Oh, this is mildly amusing.
Yes, has Fire already spoken to you?
About what? The fact that I'm no longer welcomed around until I find out something about a cryptic letter, or is it some other new issue that I need to be worried about?
Well, I was going to have a job for you that also coincided with Fi paying you what I owe you. But, well, the second part of that request is no, so just make sure you ask a decent amount of money from Fi for it. I think about 1,000 should do. And you can consider it completed. It was to discreetly contact the Knight Xavier, but since, well, I've had that contact, no thanks to my research assistant, Balthazar.
Yes.
The Conan vibes are completely different when watching everyone besides you. They're a lot darker.
Negotiate a price out of Fi, and, well, there you go. But you will be paid the 5,000 that I do owe you, plus whatever you can negotiate out of.
Yeah, I can only exist in these kinds of environments. Sorry?
Well, as I said, Fi should be arranging payment, and if he doesn't, I'm going to be very upset.
With a degree of apathy,
Just don't be surprised if that doesn't happen. We're not exactly on great terms, despite the fact he burned down my house. I'm apparently the big villain right now.
I told you that the sandal is a very, very traumatic thing to a lot of people. But we were just running around investigating a few things, sightings of Setite daggers being stabbed, people disappearing, that sort of thing. Have you heard of anything?
I've seen daggers appear and come and go. And then before Fi sent me off to go take care of a different task that I wasn't even informed of what was, because I had to go find a letter that was supposed to go to Magnus, and then Magnus's people decided to send it back.
I see. Well, that sounds like very arduous and tedious work at the same time, so I'll let you get back to it.
At the moment, I'm just trying to go around and... Actually, I was going to go see Xander, but Xander was asleep, I believe. Io, do you by chance have any writings from, Lord Xander?
Writings from him? I do know he's around,
yes,
but...
So Xander is around, he just wasn't home.
Correct. He's otherwise occupied right now. Is there a message I can...
had requested that I go around and find letters and books that are written by the populace to find out their stories and record their things so it can be preserved for future generations. And Lord Xander was one of those people that was requested.
I see. No, I do not have anything from him.
Well, I'll just have to find him later and get him to do a great deal of writing for Fai-sama.
I see. I'm sure he will be happy to help.
Where are you and your research assistant bound for next, Ark?
Well, we were going to stop in and see if Kinrin was in, just to say hello, but then there's the tavern not that far away. Apparently there was a set-eyed dagger stabbed in there somewhere. Of course, there was also a report of it over at the temple not that far away, Lightbringers, whatever it was, and... see anything there.
Yes, she was.
Well, in regards to Setites, Old Maroon had a couple of daggers put into their walls recently.
Yes, that was... we've heard of the one at this temple a little bit further up the river, and then after we investigated those two, we'd be heading to Old Maroon.
Well, if you're looking for another traveling companion, I'm not doing anything important right now, frankly. Just finding manuscripts of the people of the
so
land.
bored.
Of course. Well, I won't say no to another traveling companion. Just try not to slip into a ditch.
Oh, interesting. You're the first one to use that against me.
I was about to ask if there was a story behind that.
In a ditch.
Well, Io, you should know about slipping into ditches, but...
Should I? How so, Sar? Because I'm not aware of anything.
Oh, you don't remember the story of the young lady covered in gold who slipped into a ditch in the middle of a pirate camp?
Right.
So does... I haven't been up here that often. Does...
I like that rug.
Horn or anything, or do we just shout up
way
and...
of finding out if you're here, you just shout really loudly. The house is very big, but also very compact, and also very small. It's very strange.
Yes, it's very similar to the Eclipse Palace, actually. Kinrin, are you here? No? All right, we're leaving.
Whoops.
Do you see something that offends you?
Sorry?
I just saw you drawing your bow is all.
No, you did not.
Are you sure? I think I saw that as well.
I mean, you would look good with a bow in your hair.
The bow that I have is nearly broken, and nothing I do seems to do well. That's how I feel about weapons.
Well, it just takes a little bit of practice. That's all.
I don't know about
get used to it.
practice.
Well, not everyone is designed for certain things, but well, I always assumed you were, the agile sort, right? But
Yes.
you also seem to command a lot of authority, and there are weapons that, well, just seem to fit right in certain people's hands that are, well, able to command people as such.
See, now I'm incredibly curious what you think I'm built like.
Well, for some reason, I want to think that those blades on your back are a lot heavier than they look.
Then you'd be wrong. They're incredibly heavy.
They look heavy.
Yes, but I would be inclined that they are heavier than they look. Anyway,
yes,
let's
then you'd
see.
be correct.
I forgot the actor's name, but sound like the guy that plays Scar in the Big Bad on the first D&D live action
This
flip.
is the tavern slash magic school.
Oh, Shade found a rabbit. Yes, he's got
Or at
that
least
kind of
we haven't
disdainful
crossed
British.
paths again for a long time.
Very Scar-like. Yes.
I was going to say, has anyone actually seen the people who live here before?
Which cracks me because that's like one of the
According
voices
to
that Connor likes to do.
Balthazar,
Scar.
Sparrow.
Hello?
A lady called the Sparrow owns these.
Wait, really? That Sparrow? I thought it was owned by some...
Was that just
I don't even know how to describe the person.
Jeremy
I heard
Irons?
the name Cletus bandied about at some point.
Those are
Yes, I think that was it.
I got turned around. Let's see.
It's very strange. It's simultaneously very well decorated, but also very not well decorated.
Well, how do you expect if whoever runs the magic school is also drunk off their ass? But did they say
Fair
where the
enough.
knife was?
They probably have removed it from and by now.
Of course. Why am I not surprised? Well, if there is no knife around here... What is this dock for? Who is this dock for?
Hurry
It
up.
might be one of those decorative ones.
Yes. Alright. Well, you said there was another house somewhere on the river, right? That had something? That one, then.
Yes, the giant house that's right in front of you, Sock. Great, what is the term? Perception?
Well, there are other houses on this river. You know that, right?
Oh, I absolutely know that, but I would assume it'd be the big, obvious one, close to the place we were just at.
Well, there's also an island.
I think I will
Island.
be. I think I will be taking your leave for today.
Well, if you must, just, well, like I said, don't die in the ditch at least.
All right. Fare thee well.
Yes, and, bring a mask next time.
I was going to say, that wasn't...
Yes, he's already been caught by, one called Kerrigan
well,
and Oren.
The one with the... forgive my...
The one whose leg
with the
weighs
big
more than
ass.
you.
Yes,
Yes.
we're on the same terms. Tadar of da Big Ban.
I think we might have found something here. Enchafed the world upon their self? This
Yes, but
is
this seems older than...
perhaps.
I love incredibly cryptic messages. It makes everything easier in my life, doesn't it?
Yes, well, a little bit of mystery is something to be appreciated.
I absolutely love it when people put out these gongs and they don't work.
I know how to make it work. Maybe.
Oh,
I'm sorry, did you miss? Oh, there we go.
No, I just didn't fire where there were a very
Yes.
angry cat beast and a horse in front of me. Yes, they work. You just have to be creative with how you deal with it. But... oh no, someone left the door open.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what's inside.
neither can your horse.
It needs to put locks on.
Yes, your horse very much
Your horse
shares the
seems to have an
sentiment.
issue with anyone else entering. It's very protective of you.
You know, for the blasted horse to decide to run off in the middle of the night, and then I hope your animals also want to speak.
Yes, but they are more easily able to enter through the door, are they not?
They're smaller. You're saying they're smaller.
Don't.
Okay,
don't
but
insult
Shade-
Kage. He
Shade
has
is not small, though. He's as large as the horse is. That means he's not small.
Yes,
How
yes.
these poor people still have money.
What do you mean?
Well, the door's open, and I just walked up to their private banker.
Oh dear.
Yes, well, my banker has been yelling at me that I have too many coins, so I have to remedy that.
Oh, Joy, this one also open.
Well, at least the exit is going to be a lot easier than the entrance.
All right, are you friendly, or are you going to be an issue?
Who's he speaking to?
All right, I've seen something. All right, someone else can go upstairs.
What do you mean?
Just go upstairs.
Do I want to?
I'll let you
I don't know, I've already seen enough.
Okay.
You've been to the pirate's place, yes?
Yes. Yes, I have.
I'll just say that they would find the scene enticing.
This guy is small for horse standards. Look, he's literally, if he was a horse, he would be appropriate size for Io to ride. Her head comes to his withers.
Alright, well, let's see. As I said, I don't think this was necessarily related to all the Setites, but... Alright, so let's see, there's another...
So I can remember why I was called the horse cutter, not the horse rider.
It would be so cool if I could ride him.
If you tell them to stay back a little bit more, it's easier to manage.
Yes, that's what I've done with mine. I feel less crowded. Okay. Oh, he doesn't like you, Sark.
I might have accidentally clipped Shade's tail, I'm not sure.
Seems like... Let's just continue.
He's not upset with me.
Very well.
If only there wasn't a way that we had to swim, but it's only short distance. Glad I'm not wearing.
The time I've been around Kindred and Fi, I end up swimming so much it doesn't even bother me anymore.
Well, it could be worse. Could have had to do that yesterday.
There's a small house over here.
Yes. This is the one that I assumed was struck, but... This place also used to be the home of a very interesting individual.
I don't know why he just, like, doesn't do it sometimes. I don't know if he has to be right next to me or what. Shade, get over here.
Well, I'm not seeing anything here. Maybe on the roof, but... Something
I'll
tells
just put
me
it on
that...
the roof.
I don't know, maybe there's... Maybe they just want to... God, this is almost the worst kind of... This is almost worse than a box to me.
Really?
Aren't you the one that had to hire someone to build your house?
I
Okay,
at least had the decency to put my money where my mouth is.
I must staunchly disagree. This is not worse than the boxes I have seen around. It is not.
No, this is worse than the boxes I've seen.
I wouldn't say it's worse than boxes in general, but it has a quality about it. Just the sheer symmetry of it.
It's the symmetry and the
like
materials.
A box that's pretending it's not a box.
It's like a quadrant home. I agree. I agree with that. But it is better than a windowless box.
The more I look at it, the more I hate it. Let's move on before I want to burn it down. Oh wait, I'm sure I could just get Fi to do it.
Maybe
No,
just
no, yeah, no, we're
throw
bad.
another sandal at them and say that whoever lives here did it.
Yes, no, there's just one that is not too far from the Eclipse Palace, and that one is much more of an eyesore.
Yes.
Someone decided to build a box right at the edge of the undead camp. Well, a stone's throw away.
So there's one next to the undead camp and next to the pirate camp.
Oh, maybe it's the
That's
pirate
south of
camp.
you.
Either way. Yes. At least it's not blocking passage through there. We often go through.
Yes, it's... You still have to go around it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Io, has Zavul been awake more often? I've seen him a few times again.
He tends to be awake later than it is now, or around now. Why?
Ah, that might be it then. No, it's just been a long time since I've really seen him and actually held a conversation with him.
Yes, I usually pass him as I am preparing to bed down for the night.
You know, in there I saw Nordheimer have a horribly tragic death once.
Coming from you, I'm almost worried.
You know, every single time I tell the story, everyone assumes I'm the one who killed them.
That's not
Just to fight a
the
very big
worrying
scorpion.
part. Oh. Yes, that's... I just didn't think that you would have anything. Well, calling someone's death tragic just doesn't seem very Ronin.
To be fair, Sock, I think this is the first time we've actually held a conversation that doesn't last more than 5 minutes.
I guess that's true. You just come off as the sort of indifferent person that, well, sees death as simply another part of life, and the conditions of it don't matter much.
You say that, but I was also in a...
Yes.
I love stained glass, man.
I also hate this one because this is just a fancy...
It's...
Are you gonna tell me this is not just a giant fancy box?
It is, in fact, a giant fancy box.
Literal giant box.
They haven't even cleaned up since the last time I was here.
You know, we were leaving you alone, Mr. Elephant.
Maybe this one's in rut too.
Something like that. Here, have a meal.
I remember getting lost coming over those mountains, trying to take the more direct path to Old Maroon. Do you know of a
Oh,
slightly
yes.
easier way?
Yes,
from
this way is quite easy. This way. You want to go towards Old Maroon?
here? Yes.
Yes, I know
Since
this.
that's
This is where I come to acquire lions and tigers.
I see. Well, good to have, I suppose, a local expert then.
Yes, just give me a moment to orient myself, because usually I only look at that building from a distance.
I just realized I know exactly how to get Fi back on my good side. I'm gonna hate doing it.
Yes, we want to go this way.
Do go on.
Fi really, really wanted an elephant.
Oh, well, the calves are... There's some right up here, I believe.
Animals are not usually a fan of me. I'm surprised this horse, wherever it's at, oh, there he is, has decided to stay around.
Well, I'm sure there's a tiger cub atop these cliffs right here to the left.
I don't need pets. I can barely keep track of the horse.
See? There they are.
Please tell me that's just a statue on the cliff.
Yes, yes it is.
Nope, it's a gigantic cat.
No, but that is telling us we are where we need to be. Actually, I always forget this part. Up this way.
Wait a minute, the cat lady's around.